Hello, and welcome today to some more assumptions. These are Sidemen 2023 assumptions. So assuming things that have happened already this year or things that are going to happen this year. We start off first with at least one person didn't stay at their weird hotel and went to a 5-star one. No, that is not the case. It is not true, unfortunately for you. Well, unfortunately for me also. I would like to go to a 5-star hotel, please. I did not get this 5-star hotel treatment. 2023 Sidemen charity match will be at Wembley. Who knows? You know, maybe it will be at Wembley. Maybe it's somewhere else. Maybe it's not happening. It is not at Wembley. Confirmed and not denied. There has been no videos this year that all 7 of you have liked. No, I disagree. I believe videos that we have all liked. Let me go find the Sidemen Sunday schedule. But I can say with chest, I think everyone enjoyed the race cross country. I mean, Teddy wasn't involved, so it doesn't count. 21st one Mackay, everyone loved. Brutally Rate Themselves, everyone loved. Beta Squad Among Us was good, and people liked. Weirdest Hotels was good, but maybe last time we didn't like it that much, I don't know. Roast Sidemen 2, everyone liked. Abandoned Desert Challenge, I made it, don't like it, because it wasn't old school abandoned how I wanted it to be due to filming restrictions and stuff, unfortunately. But we got the title and thumbnail. But I like the abandoned when you are actually abandoned and I put you somewhere and I like pinpoint exactly where I'm gonna put you and you have to try and get back to me. I prefer that concept. And I'm sure we'll do that again somewhere and do it legit again. Hide and seek across Europe? No. Yeah, so that's wrong. There are videos people I liked that all of us have liked this year and there are more coming too. So don't you worry. There was a Brutally Rate Themselves category that was filmed but never posted because it was too much of an ego blow to someone. Actually not true, surprisingly. People may be surprised by that, but no, not true. Everyone's egos, they're happy to let their egos, you know, slip and slide and get brutally murdered for the content, unfortunately, or fortunately for you guys. There were categories that were cut out due to retention, but I believe they were put in a secondary video on more Sidemen. Other than that, I think there was nothing that was cut out. Egos or anything else. I don't think there's a single category that exists that you've not seen. I'm pretty sure. The 1-star hotel team ended up being more expensive than the 7-star hotel team. What, for the most recent one, the Dubai one, I guess? Nah, like 1-star hotel team, we had the little, no, definitely not even close. However, I do think there's a video coming up at some point this year when it comes out, where the cheap team, I'd like to see the numbers. I think the cheap team actually costs more than the expensive team. W2S is a wanted fugitive in San Marino. That is very possible. You know, the amount of abuse he gave to the snow and threw icebergs around the country, it is very possible that he is a wanted fugitive in San Marino at this point. There'll be some Side Plus style content coming to more Sidemen in 2023. No, yes, no, I don't really think so. Because Side Plus, as you might know currently, is Sidecast, Final Thought, Ask the Sidemen, and all the BTS stuff. And I've said it on stream before, the BTS stuff honestly is really good. Like, my actual dad prefers BTS to Sidemen Sundays because the BTS is a bit more like laid back, slower, more real, and you see the full process from inside out. So it's more interesting, I guess, to some people who are into that kind of stuff. So I would highly recommend it for that. I know obviously Side Plus is a paid platform, but I would highly recommend it for that alone. But there's a lot of new series and stuff and other things and cool stuff coming to Side Plus, and there's also potentially stuff that means that you can see that without being a paid subscriber also. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming to Side Plus this year. So that is sideplus.com. Check it out. You think you could have got a better video out of the Japan trip? Me personally, if I was planning it, yeah, I'll back myself. But I think I could have done. I would have found different stuff, maybe. But obviously, like, I wasn't involved in logistics. That's the thing. So it's very easy to say, oh yeah, you should have put this, should have put that, should have done this, should have done that. But sometimes it doesn't work out. Or you try and hit up these places because we have to kind of get permission for a lot of places these days, and they'll say no. So you think, oh yeah, why don't you go here, mate? You should have gone here. Or like you as an audience member may say, oh, they should have done this, should have done that. And sometimes there is rhyme and reason as to why that didn't happen. But I'm gonna back myself regardless still. Everyone in the Sidemen is too busy doing their own thing. Many videos made are done out of convenience of scheduling rather than what would make the best video. Yeah, there are videos that are made on scheduling convenience, or at least like towards the start of this year that was the case. And obviously all you can do is just keep planning ahead in advance to try and ensure that you can produce the best videos possible. And that is normally what we do, and we have done. And we did do it at the start of this year as well. But our schedules were so crazy that that's the best we could. Like, what we did was the best. And we also tried to level up by going to like Europe and stuff. And obviously, you sort of split teams. Sometimes they weren't filmed at the same time because there was never actually a period of time where all 7 of us were free together. So instead, you got like, oh, here's 3 people who are free together, and here are 4 that are free together. So let's make them 2 different teams, and then that'll work. Hence, like ancient versus futuristic. Other ones where so far this year that are good versus not good versus bad, but there's something versus something. That kind of style. Like hot versus cold, that can be like a bit like that sometimes. But hopefully, you know, there's some big stuff coming up that isn't, they're purely picked based on how good they are, not based on schedules. 10 years anniversary video will be a multi-part special. I hate to break it to you, but a 10 years anniversary video hasn't been planned yet. I'd love to hear what you think it should be. Because I feel like no matter what, maybe, you know what, it should be a mukbang. It should be a calorie challenge. It should be something so simple, because if it's a good big video that we try and really plan out, no matter what's gonna happen, it's the internet. Everyone's gonna like just go, yeah, not good enough, man. You should have like done this, done that, done this. Drake should have flown in, parachuted down, and then like done this, and then 50 Cent around the corner, and he daps you up, and then you get like this person to do this, and you get the king to do this. That's what, and then Obama comes out of nowhere. That's what people would expect, honestly. And even then, it may not be good enough. W2S refused to go to the Karen restaurant because he's too socially awkward to deal with it. No, he didn't refuse, and there wasn't ever a thing to get a chance to say yes or no to certain restaurants. Because I think it would be funny as hell to have seen Harry go to Karen restaurant. But their team was so funny. Chris, Arthur, and Ethan were so funny at Karen restaurant. But I do agree. I'm kind of curious to see how Harry navigates Karen restaurant or Karen's diner, because oof, I don't know. He might handle it well, to be fair to him, though. Give him credit where he can, you know. I'm sure he'll be fine. Surely be fine. There was meant to be at least 2 or 3 more roasters. If so, who? I think, yeah, I mean, we reached out to a bunch more, and some people who are like actual stand-up comedians were going to be involved, but they was on tour. Whether I can say their names or not, I don't know. But obviously, some people that you would know very easily. I think Harry Pinheiro was supposed to be involved at some point, but he has something going on as well. And yeah, ultimately, you want to try and keep it to not too many, because you want to make sure that it's not too long and all that stuff, and it's all good. But it also leaves it open for roast at the Sidemen free, and maybe in 2 years' time. Who knows how long it will be, because you need life to progress a bit more. Otherwise, it'll be the same old jokes. Everyone's like, very funny. You know, that's why we left the last one quite a big period of time, so like the jokes could marinate and new stuff could come to fruition to joke about. Future cyber videos are heavily influenced by the beta squad, e.g. celebrity features. Nope. The only thing that heavily influences us from beta squad is like, oh, right, they're leveling up, we got to level up, and vice versa. I know they're the same. It's like it's the greatest thing is like people forget that we're like literally friends. So it's like a very healthy rivalry. See that Man City and Arsenal, or like Ronaldo, Messi. You'll look at it that way of like, if there's someone to look at and you get to look parallel, or you're on like similar playing fields, it allows you to really want to push yourself further. And for a long time, I've not had that. So I love them being around. I love them banging. I love the fact that they're smashing it out. I love it because it's a bit of hunger, you know. Oh yeah, you know what? we need to step it up. I look at something they're doing. Oh, I love what they've done there. But it doesn't mean we're going to copy what they do, or vice versa. So no, I think we're going to stay true to what we are, and we have had celebrity features in the past, and maybe we'll get some in the future. And I'm sure there'll be things that they do that will feel similar to ours. They're not copying us, they're just doing similar things in the same realm, you know? So no, they're not heavily influenced on that front at all, like celebrity features, no. After filming it, you thought hide and seek across Europe should have been posted on more Sidemen. It was discussed. I mean, luckily, this is minor. Our last second call from someone else who did make the video was to get outfits for everyone. And even then, you could have made it, like, you could have delved further into that. Maybe like me being Italian, being the pizza, I should have had a pizza to go and find first, and then hide. And then likewise, if you're German, it should have been stuff for every country to go and find, and then you got to go back and find your hiding spot. Hide and seek to be hit and miss, purely based on locations, and sometimes you don't really get to know it until you're there fully, unless you can really immerse yourself in like Google Maps or Street View or something, or you can get like a full 360 tour of photos. Because sometimes you don't really know how good a place is until you're there to hide. Like, some houses are awful, but they're massive, but they're awful for hide and seek, and then some are like not that big, but they're great for hide and seek. They've got little nooks and crannies, and they've got like loads of furniture to hide behind or in. So yeah, but no, maybe. There'll be a big Aussie trip this year. I think you have a bigger chance of having a big Aussie trip this year than you have of having a big USA trip this year, and that's as far as I'll go. Like I've said it before, I'll happily go for a week. I don't want to go for longer than a week, but I'll happily go for a week to Australia and film. Maybe we could replicate last year's trip to America and just do like road trip holiday, not Tinder maybe, but like something else with the Australians or something. But with the TOS girls, or you could do Lennon Lachlan or Zelk or anyone out there and try and do something cool. I'm sure there's stuff we could do out there. I mean, like the backdrop, just going through the outback, different cities. There's tons of stuff you do out there, realistically, isn't there? Laserbeam is not invited to all the Sidemen Sundays. He just shows up and nobody has to hard tell him to leave. Honestly, now you know what? Lennon is a brilliant bloody guest. Fun fact: he has more subscribers than the Sidemen himself. So yeah, absolute goat. Yeah, the thing is, he's someone like, you know what I mean? He just gets content, knows how to make content, and it makes it easier for him. Because ultimately he just rocks up and everything's done for him. He's got to film and be him and be his best self, which he always is. So I think it suits him as well at the same time, because a lot of like the struggles of YouTube for everyone, all creators, is trying to work out what the hell you're supposed to be doing. So when there's just like something all sorted out for you, you go film someone else. It's so nice. Like the whole pressure's off. You're not thinking how it's going to perform. You're just like, right, let's make the best video. So it's quite nice. So yeah, I do like a good guess. It opens up dynamic this year. Sidemen will start up a business this year. Most likely. Very much most likely. But don't forget, we do have XIX Vodka. We do have Sides. We do have Side Plus. We had Side cards. Don't know where they've gone. I haven't got any spare ones to show you. I've got graded versions. That's Pokemon card. I have, look. This is actually, this is not even graded. This is a 1 of 1, right? Signed Zerkaa card that I signed on stream. That's not been given a grade. It's just authenticated that it's me by Ace Grading. So maybe I think I was supposed to give that away at some point. So maybe I can, maybe work out a way of giving that away one way or another. There will be a Sidemen move-off versus actual cows this year. No, unfortunately, the move-off series has been postponed, cancelled, and never coming back ever again. But it was a great fan favorite, and also was a series suggested by a fan in the first place. So you know what? Love that. You're gonna go to Japan this year. Do Takeshi Castle set now done a reboot. As I said recently as well, the whole running and like filming videos and competitive racing doesn't work for videos that great. And I don't think it's in Japan. I think it's in Indonesia. So I think the actual total wipeout's in Argentina. They're all, it's weird. I think it's like due to health and safety stuff. Josh will finally film a main channel video in 2023. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Should just do one, at least one. I need to have a concept that I love and really want to do. Maybe I'll do it. I enjoyed Toby's video where he went to Iceland. That's something a bit different, like he just had something he wanted to do, did it, and it didn't really come out. It wasn't all about the views and the title. It's about, here's something cool that I want to like document. I did like that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it is a shame because Zerkaa Thursdays were on a good hype. Then GTA 5 and Twitch streaming took over. And it's always like, what would have been better off? What would I have been better off doing? I don't know. I might have been richer if I'd done Zerkaa Thursdays. Maybe that's the best way to look at it. There we go. That was the final assumption. If you want to submit your own assumption, leave it in the comments, and then maybe we can make a video out of your comments with some different assumptions. Yeah, leave a like, subscribe. Goodbye.